Have you ever gone for a walk, and as you're walking and talking, you step into dog fowl that someone has left lying around? It's dreadful, isn't it? And what is the first thing you want to do? Is you want to get rid of that smell. You want to clean that shoe. But it's not always that easy. And so today, as we look at the Lord's Prayer, we're looking at sin and how to forgive sin. Now, sometimes churches are really good at telling people what their sin is. Do you think you're surprising them? I don't think the gospel is about telling people about their sin. I think the gospel is about telling people that there is a solution for their sin and that their sin can be forgiven. They can get rid of the smell. It doesn't have to hang around their neck anymore. The truth is, though, we are all sinners. Even though we're forgiven, we are all sinners. And we sin in so many different ways. Sometimes it's deliberate sin where we do what we know is wrong. Sometimes it's through an action or a word, but sometimes just a thought is a sin. Sometimes there are moments of weakness or mistake, or situations where whatever we do, we end up doing something wrong. Sometimes there are sins of omission, not sins that we commit, but things in that we do not do that we should do. When I start to add it up, I know that I have a lot of sins, but I need to bring them to the Lord, confess them, and ask for forgiveness. And so part of it is that your sin is not just a sin against the person. Why do you need to bring it to the Lord? Because you're breaking the Lord's world. When we sin, we're destroying the world God created. And Joseph in Genesis, when he was offered the opportunity to sleep with Potiphar's wife, said this: "How could I do such a great wickedness and sin against God?" So we need to confess our sin to God. We certainly do not deserve God's forgiveness, but he gives it freely because he is a merciful and gracious God. It's admitting that the sin was wrong and submitting your need for a Saviour. So the Lord's Prayer reminds us to take serious care to deal with our sin daily, to reflect on where we're going wrong so that we can stop doing those things and get on the right path. And just like that dog fowl, make sure that we leave the stench of sin behind us. Spend time each day confessing to God, and have a great day. God bless.